Leo, welcome into your September 2024 general reading. My name is Coco. I've been reading tarot for about 6 years, going on 7, and I just recently decided to upload videos onto YouTube. So any support is greatly appreciated. This is a general reading. If it doesn't resonate with you, that's perfectly okay. Just leave it behind. And if it does resonate with you, please consider liking the video or subscribing to my channel to stay updated on new videos that come out in the future. Now, I'd also like to say that before going into September, we experienced a super full moon in Aquarius on August 19th that has just seemed to bring up a lot of intense transformations and revelations for many of the signs, especially the fixed signs. And Leo, you are a fixed fire sign, so you could have been especially affected during this full moon period. Also, throughout the month of August was Mercury retrograde, and retrograde is all about reflection, looking back on things, double checking things, making sure that you've really teased things out, okay? Because things that maybe weren't healed, weren't resolved, will come back up during a retrograde season. These transformations that happened on August 19th are for everybody's highest good. These revelations that are coming through so that we can shed our old lives, old behaviors, old patterns of thinking, potentially people who, are not for our highest good anymore, maybe jobs, maybe homes, you name it. Letting go of those things and those people and those places so that we can move forward into something newer, something more healing, and something more joyous for ourselves, okay? A new chapter coming through. Let's go ahead and grab a card from the Anatomy of a Witch Oracle on the theme of your September 2024 Leo. Right from the jump, we got create. You're going to be feeling creative in September. Now, whether this means you're going to be literally creating something, so you're an artist, you're a writer, you are a singer, a songwriter, a musician of some and any sorts. You could also be creating something new for yourself, so a new business, a new project of some sort at work, something that brings you joy. You could also be in the planning phases of something new. So, for example, if you're, wanting to start your own business, you could be kind of in the planning phases because you've got this egg right here resembling that it still really hasn't hatched, but the ideas are brewing, quite literally the beginning of it all, okay? I'm also getting, I just sat with the energy for a bit more. I'm getting somebody who has a green thumb and really likes to garden. You could be like creating a new garden or like planting new plants, or maybe you got some new seeds that you're excited to plant. That energy just came through really quick. Now we're going to grab a Enchanted Map Oracle card for you to see what's coming towards you in September. Okay, top card, Dragon's Lair. Okay, they do want me to take this card. Dry Desert. You're going to feel like you're kind of going through the dark night of the soul, okay, Leo? And don't be afraid of this in September. You want to tread lightly wherever you are. If you're going through a difficult situation in September, or you feel like, something might be happening behind the scenes, there's something that you feel like is happening behind the scenes. And if that is you, then you are right. So trust your intuition and just know that this is a time in your life where you're being asked to, cross your T's and dot your I's. Make sure everything is, clean on your side of the road. Make sure that when you are speaking to people that you make yourself super clear, like really clarity of speech and thought, because there's the risk of miscommunications here in September for you. So you just want to be aware of that. This is the Dragon Slayer card signals that there's some potentially people around you, or there's just a rough situation that you might be dealing with, or an environment that is unknown to you. And you'll want to tread lightly through this environment, through this new job. I'm getting like, you'll want to tread lightly first to just get the lay of the land. Because there might be people who you can't trust there. And I'm not here to sow any like paranoia. Oh my God, not at all. But just know with the Dragon's Lair card, it's a time of challenge. And you're being asked to rise to the challenge, because this dry desert card, this person here, they're rising to the challenge. You can see them. They're facing the desert. They are not stopping. The desert might look desolate. They might not be able to see the water yet, but they do not stop. Don't stop moving. Don't stop trying. Don't stop applying yourself. Don't stop your dreams. Do not let anything stop you from moving through a challenging time in September. All right, let's get the rest of your cards, Leo. September 2024. Okay, you've got the Seven of Pentacles. You're going to be working hard, and that this card really does align with the Dry Desert card as well. It's a sense of working without having that specific goal particularly in sight. You're just being really diligent. You're mastering your craft. You're putting the work in, and you're spending time kind of almost stepping back and looking at what you've done so far, and maybe reevaluating where something needs to be reevaluated. Like, for example, this person's like, oh, I should have put that pentacle at the top. Okay, well, I'll switch things around, and I'll be able to make that work now. Kind of as you work and as you move forward, and as you are diligent and patient with yourself and patient with your work, as you keep pushing, you're gonna be like making tweaks here and there, and that's perfectly fine and perfectly normal. But I see that you are gonna be working hard in September. Got the Four of Wands as your opportunity here. Yeah, there's this lovely energy here of celebration, of being around people you love, friends, family, loved ones. This is the card of holidays, of weddings, of anniversaries, of those times in life where you can get together with people and celebrate. So maybe around Labor Day, in the United States, we have Labor Day, the first weekend of September, I believe. Around that time might be, some fun that you have with people, some kind of celebration. And that offers you kind of a respite from your hard work. You might also be working hard on something that is based in your home. So there might be a construction. Okay, so random, but that's the vibe. They're telling me construction. There might be some construction in your home, DIY stuff happening in your home that you're working really hard to get finished, and you kind of feel like, oh my God, is this ever going to get done? Take breaks with this, and particularly like around any holiday, or if you have the opportunity to get together with friends or family and just have a good time, take that opportunity, okay? Because that construction project is so random, some things that come through, but yeah, you're gonna want to like de-stress with that kind of thing. Now let's see what you're being encouraged to embrace. Okay, we've got 2 cards coming out. You're being encouraged to embrace boundaries in your home. Maybe put up better boundaries with your family. If there's family members who kind of like trigger you or get on your nerves, or if there's like, if you are at a holiday or family gathering and there's somebody there and you're just like, oh my God, I don't want to deal with them. Put up really hard boundaries with them. You know, don't mess around. Just, you know, keep it light, keep it moving. And if they do try to like cross your boundaries, just be soft but firm. Soft and firm. Okay. Now let's see what you're being encouraged to let go of. Yep, caution. The Page of Swords is somebody who is kind of learning mental discipline, kind of learning when they need to speak up for themselves, when they need to kind of let their words just stay in their brains. And this is a card, for me at least, that the energy is always something a little bit different depending on the reading. So immediately what I'm picking up on is this person has, this Leo that I'm talking to, or these Leos that I'm talking to, you guys have a strong sense of like caution. You might feel, again, like your boundaries are really, really high up, like they're really intense. There's fear here, fear surrounding something. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is you fear, or you're fearful of, or you are hesitant to confront, Spirit wants you to let go of that fear, of that hesitation, of that caution. It's not needed right now in September. Okay? I hope that message makes sense. I'm actually going to go ahead and clarify this just to ensure that that message, it makes sense for you. All right. Yeah. Cutting off completely that fear. This is the Death card. This is getting rid of it. Getting rid of it. And this card, this Death card particularly, it's cutting a marigold, and marigolds symbolize life. So there's something that needs to be snipped. And it's funny because actually this Page of Swords is holding up a sword, almost about to to snip something away. So yeah, Nine of Swords, destiny. There's some kind of fear here that you're needing to let go of and shed to move on, because this fear is holding you back. It's holding you back. Okay. Let's get the rest of your cards. See the energy you are moving into. You're rushing headstrong and quickly into something new. This is the Chariot card, and this card is represented by Cancer. Cancers are very loving, very caring, very protective and loyal. But this is a card that is very ambitious. Somebody who really presses things forward with a lot of gusto, with a lot of energy. And you're moving into a quick moving time of your life. So things might start to pick up a lot after September or during September. I'm going to get one more card. Oh. Card just flipped. The Two of Cups. Yeah, things could get moving on the relationship front. And I don't just mean romantic relationships. I don't like to read the Two of Cups or the Lovers cards as solely romantic relationships. I think that does an injustice to the message in the cards. I think there are platonic relationships in our lives that are equally as important as romantic relationships. So just on the relationship front, things could be moving forward really quickly. So you might meet new people, you might meet a new friend, you might meet a new person who you're romantically interested with. Whatever it is here, I'm getting somebody giving birth and literally meeting their new child. I have never gotten that with the Two of Cups. Well, if you are giving birth in September, you're going to be meeting your new child, and there's a nice energy there of things now picking up. Things moving forward because of this relationship or with this relationship. I get like a positive energy with it. It's a nice positive energy. What is the likely outcome for Leo, Sun, Moon, and Risings at the end of September? You got the Knight of Swords. Let me go ahead and get one more card. Again, because that's fast-moving energy. Yeah, Three of Cups. There's definitely faster-moving energy. It feels like almost the second week or third week of September. It feels more like the second week of September, maybe like going into the third. The energy is going to be picking up, like things are going to be moving quicker. Perhaps it's even after Labor Day or something here is driving things forward quicker in September for you. And there might be news coming in for you in September. You might get some news regarding a party or regarding a celebration. Again, this holiday that's coming up with the Four of Wands. Like you might be like getting an invitation or getting some kind of news about it. But I do want to clarify this card or these cards just to make sure the message is clear. Yep, the Sun and the Paladin. Yeah, there's a quick movement into really lovely, almost lighter energy. There's celebration, there's friends around, there's, if you are having a baby, if you're this person who is meeting their child, it's going to be a really oh my God, I'm getting the funniest word. I can't believe I'm getting this word. The word Jubilee is this is geeking me right now, but it's going to be what's the adjective version of Jubilee? It's jubilous. That's a funny word, but that is a ridiculous word. Jubilous. Why is that why are they giving me that? I don't know. But it's like this Jubilee vibe I'm getting. This celebratory energy is going to really help you. It's going to be supportive for you because the Paladin represents people who are there for you to help you, people who are really committed to you, who are supportive, who you can lean on. It's interesting because these two cards are coming out so much differently. It almost feels like these cards, because they're so different, it almost feels like this has already happened. Or maybe in August, it was just really hard for you. Like the super full moon I was talking about, maybe that was just a difficult time in life for you. And you just pushed through it and pushed forward. And because you've pushed forward, things are getting much lighter. Once that fear is released almost, because you have this fear to release here. And this guardedness almost. This guardedness. It's like once you release it, things just move forward in a great way for you. You've got the Sun here as well in your likely outcome. That's your card, Leo. That's confidence. That is joy and good times. This Paladin is very supportive as well. So I see that things are going to be looking up for you in September. Potentially they could have been really hard in August. Wouldn't be surprised again, because that damn super full moon just had us all crazy. So let's go ahead and grab an Archangel Animal Oracle card for you to see who is guiding you through September. They're showing me a lion, and there's no lion in this deck, but they just showed me a lion. You've got cow, give with unconditional love and grace. I don't know why they showed me a lion, because I feel like a cow and a lion could not be more different, but maybe I'm just being closed-minded. The message for this card is, you are being asked to tune in to the comfortable, motherly, nurturing, and stable aspects of your nature and balance it with the strong protective energy that is part of you. Your guidance is to center yourself and come into balance. Make sure you are grounded at all times. Examine your life and see how you can develop your feminine, giving, caring, and benevolent characteristics in a sensible, stable, and earthed way. Then stand in your power and demonstrate that you can be true to yourself. Recognize that you are truly lovable, no matter how others treat you. Know that you are a unique and special human being, and have compassion for those who have less understanding than you do. Oh, that's a lovely, lovely card. And you can see the sun is shining on these cows too, which is a very Leo characteristic of a card. Last but certainly not least, we're going to pull a Tree Keeper's Oracle card for you to see the lesson that you are being meant to learn, being encouraged to learn in September. Okay, you've got 40, Keeper of Innocence, and 41, Keeper of Forgiveness. That is hilarious, because I'm not saying these are hilarious messages. It's the numbering. Whenever this deck gives me 2 cards, every single time, this deck gives me 2 consecutive numbers of cards. I never, ever, ever get like 25 and like 7. It's always 25, 26, 40, 41, 7 and 8, always with this deck. This Keeper of Innocence card is actually so beautiful, and it reminds me a lot of, I don't know if anybody has seen Princess Mononoke. It's a Studio Ghibli film. I love Studio Ghibli movies. But this deer right here almost reminds me of the deer god in the movie, who brings life and death to the forest, and really life and death to the whole world. And the message is, many of us were spoon-fed the concept of original sin, but have never heard the story of original innocence. It goes like this. You were born from purity, a luminous soul created from a morsel of the divine, housed in a human body. You always have this innocence at your core, no matter what or who happens to you. All you have to do to experience it again is fall back into the wings of your own soul and let them carry you. There is no mistake, no error, no sin or wrong that cannot be submerged into source and remembered back to its original pure and magical state. Love dissolves all things unlike itself. So choose the loving eyes of a new parent and gaze at your own life with captivation and wonder. Now is the time to connect with the innocent, whole, breathtaking soul that you were born with. This is one of the most beautiful messages, I think, that are in this whole deck. I mean, this deck is stunning, but this card is truly beautiful. Your next message is from the Keeper of Forgiveness. The rains of regret will come, as will the high winds of remorse and the storms of resentment. Forgiveness can provide safe harbor. Forgiving another does not mean you need to accept their presence in your life or agree with their behaviors. It does mean that you recognize that carrying resentment is like poisoning your own well. That also applies to the relationship between you and yourself. Forgive yourself. It doesn't matter how big or little the error, or how conscious or unconscious you were at the time of falter. When you forgive, you carry a golden umbrella protecting you from the lashing storm of bitter thought. Leo, those are your messages for September 2024. Thank you so much for being here and joining in. Please like the video and subscribe if it resonated. Please be well. I hope you have a wonderful September, and I'll see you next time.